Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Sin. Welcome to my channel. I am definitely, I wouldn't say stereotypical, but friend slash roommate urgency of me doing something about the wonderful collection of books that I have and not being able to just always talk to her because my genre reading is just sporadic. I guess a little crazy to be doing this. Who knows? It's just, book reading has always been there for me, even when people haven't. And I feel like a lot of people on Booktube can relate to that, or with a lot of situations that's happened, like books were always there for me. So this is my, I guess, my intro video. I'm doing the hashtag new booktuber for this video. I hope that you like. I hope you subscribe, and I hope you comment down below any books that I may or may not have read, and I would love to discuss them with you. Okay. Question number one, why did I start this channel? Communication is a big thing for me, which seems like crazy because it's a big thing in my friendships and not necessarily in other parts of my life. I love books. I like reading and talking about books and situations with books. I feel like it's an easier way to communicate problems that may or may not occur during people's lives and different situations. I also feel like books are a way that you can travel without getting jet lag. So that's why I personally feel like starting this channel would be a great way to communicate not only my feelings but other people's feelings and listen to their inspiration stories of what really got them on reading, what books they like, what new finds they have, anything like that. Some fun and unique things I will bring to Booktube. My personality, I guess. I am a bubbly and joyful for the most part. I mean, I do get serious at sometimes. I am also very fond of doing treasure hunts. Basically in bookstores, whether it's Barnes & Nobles or I like going into bookstores, not even just like the normal bookstores but the secondhand shops, and I like going in there and pretending it's a treasure hunt. Honestly, it is though, because when you're going into, especially if you use one, if you go into the back, there are books that you haven't even seen, books that were online only, and that you haven't even heard of the author until someone decided to buy it or return it, or it got misplaced or misshipped. That's what I love. So pretty much me, myself, and I just want to be able to share that with other people, and then maybe see other books that I haven't seen before. See how other writing styles are, especially not even just in the US but in other countries. It would be interesting to see and compare what they see as fiction or non-fiction in their versions, just what we have here. Not hating, I'm just saying it would broaden my horizon, and I feel like we needed that in the world. I feel like it just actually would broaden everybody's horizons. Number 3. I don't know why I put up 10. Number 3. What am I most excited about this channel? I am excited to meet people. Honestly, I've been watching Booktube for quite some time. I actually found Booktube more with Nayareadsandsmiles, and then it took a while, but we found the rest of you guys. And it's great. I honestly love it. I kind of want to join the community. Feel like it's kind of like high school all over again, where you're the new kid and then you want to basically sit at the cool table, but you're not 100% sure how to without seeming like that awkward one. So I've been reading since I was extremely young, and with my family we tend to move around a lot because of more of my dad's job and working stuff. I personally have moved so many times it's not even funny. I've gotten it down packed to moving. That's not a problem. But I also feel like when I travel to different places, books give you a lot more insight of the area that you're in. But not only that, it also gives you a peace of mind. Like, you know, books will always be there. Like, your friends might not be there, your situation might change, but books, I can find a library pretty much anywhere. And if I can't find a library, I can find a book. And if I don't have a book, someone I know will have a book. And if that person doesn't have a book, I will definitely share my library with you, because I have no problems with you doing that, and I have so many books. You can only read so many books in your lifetime. But I definitely will try my hardest to keep on reading. Number 5, book series got me into reading. It's kind of a tough one. So when I was younger, my dad, I'm like a complete tomboy. Well, not complete tomboy. I'm tomboyish. There's like 5 of us girls. So I personally was reading and watching sci-fi channels, and that's the things that my dad was interested into, and then I was introduced to that in like a young age. So Star Wars, Star Trek, Stargate SG-1, all of those were my jam. I definitely dived into other series for when I was younger, but my parents have been having me read. I would read a book more so than I would do anything else. So I personally love the fact that I can read as much as I do. I love the fact that I am financially stable enough to be buying still books at this point in time. But I also love storytelling, and I feel like when you storytell to other people, you're not only just telling the story of that character, but you're telling a story that you yourself have some point felt some emotion of that. Like, your characters have developed these feelings and emotions through a story, correct? Well, I also feel like you at some point have developed and felt these emotions to get yourself to a point where your character can get themselves to that point. So you learn a lot about a person, not even just from their writing style, but from the book that they publish. Sorry, I got really deep. Sorry, wait, before number 6, the series that got me into reading, I would have to say the most notable one, Suzanne Collins. Before she wrote The Hunger Games, she wrote this series called The Underling Chronicles, about this boy named what he was going through in life, and I honestly, that really got me a head start going back into reading more so than I had before, because there was a lapse in time where I was just like done with everything. Like the moves, the going back and forth, everything. But I feel like reading those stories kind of brought me back full circle, and then I just kept going from there. I feel like I'm really bubbly and really depressing at the same time. I'm like a mood swing. I'm sorry. Number 6. What question would you have to ask your favorite booktuber? So I'm gonna have to say Nayareadsandsmiles is my favorite booktuber. She's the one who let me find booktube, because, well, for a person who would look like me, which the algorithm has gotten definitely better since then, but when I first was going through booktube, I couldn't really find a person that looked like me, and I kind of wanted to find one, because I knew I knew that I read books. I knew that other people also read books, and that other people like me read books. I just couldn't find them on YouTube. So she's one of my favorite ones, as she's just enthusiastic. I try to be enthusiastic a lot of the times, but there are times where I'm just monotone, and I'm not trying to come off that way, but I am. She makes me feel like I can always find a new adventure for every book that she brings up. Let's see. Also her hair. Like, I'm not sure how she got it that long, but I love it. I honestly wish that I could do the same. I've gotten it to halfway down my shoulders. That's where the limit has stopped. Hence this wig. Well, I also like plain colors. Number 7. Oh, number 6 was, what do I want to ask my favorite booktuber? How do you balance your 9 to 5 with your book reading? I have gotten to a point where I'm not 100% sure if I'm balancing it correctly. I feel like I sleep less so more than anything else. Like, I like my job, I do. I just like books somewhat more, just a tad bit. And, number 7. Number 7, where do I read? Okay, so Target, I will put a link below, has this reading pad that I had bought. Its color scheme fits my personality for the most part. I am in the middle of determining what kind of chase chair I want, so I could just lounge and read for the because that's what I do. I just read quite a bit, all my free time, a lot. I read so much that at one point, for Christmas, my parents told me I couldn't ask for books for Christmas. I had to ask for something else. It was a tough year. Number 8. What type of books do I like to read? Okay. So I am a little bit of an oddball when it comes to reading books. I like science fiction quite a bit. I also know it's kind of a heavy read. Sometimes I like reading lighter things, like, well, not necessarily like, I like to read other things, like, so my genre ranges quite a bit, like a wavelength, and you're trying to find the sound wavelength and wondering why is it so, like, long. So I go from science fiction to young adults to manga to anything that's like a slice of life. I am not 100% big on nonfiction reading for the sole fact and reason that I'm just not. I do love history. Don't get me wrong. I just, when it comes to a nonfiction book, it's kind of a hard read. Not necessarily because the information, but for it kind of feels a little dry when I read nonfiction books. If you could find something that doesn't feel so dry, I will gladly take a chance and read at it. You would just have to comment below. I believe this is like the end of the questions for the video. If you have any questions for me, you can definitely put them down below. I hope to see you guys again. I hope you subscribe. I hope you like my style. Just so you know, I rate on a scale of 1 to 7, but I'll put that in another video. I feel like 1 to 10 is not necessarily giving what my feelings are on a book. Okay guys, well, I'll see you again next episode or video where I'm not sure how I'm supposed to end this. So bye!